King Jesus, King Jesus. Okay, there's been a lot of speculation about this so-called Jade Helm project and their connection to the Walmart closings across the Southwest Florida. And many people have speculated that they've closed the Walmart stores to use them as detainment centers or detainment processing centers. There's been no mainstream media reporting about it other than to report that people are coming up with various conspiracies. But the Russians have come up with a unique explanation where they've connected many dots and concluded that they're going to be using the Walmart stores as command and control centers, or C2 centers. It says they first made the connection monitoring the situation between the war in Yemen and connections to the Walmart stores. It said electronic intelligence analysts tasked with overseeing their American counterparts identified a series of mysterious communications between the United States Special Operations Command, SOCOM, that's located at MacDill Air Force Base in Tampa, Florida, and their subservient counterpart located at the U.S. Naval Expeditionary Base, Camp Lemonnier in Djibouti, where the war in Yemen is being directed from. From a suddenly closed Walmart store in Brandon, Florida, just 20 kilometers or 13 miles from their main headquarters. It says they followed the so-called SOCOM communications, Special Operations Command communications. They further discovered that the C2 links were also found existing between the likewise suddenly closed Walmart store in Pico Rivera, California, and a massive U.S. Marine base, Camp Pendleton, located 74 miles from there, a suddenly closed Walmart store in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and the Tulsa Air National Guard base, located 10 miles from there, a suddenly closed Walmart store in North Midland, Texas, and Fort Bliss, El Paso, Texas, located 259 miles apart, a suddenly closed Walmart store in Livingston, Texas, and a highly secretive U.S. Homeland Security base located at the Ellington Field Joint Reserve Base in Houston, Texas, or about 74 miles from that particular Walmart. They say that the reason why Walmart stores spanning the entire length of the United States were closed, according to United States news sources, are that they all mysteriously experienced the exact same plumbing problem. But local news sources from California to Florida quickly proved that it was a lie. More scary is that their location has been described as the main combat target zone of a massive SOCOM military exercise plan for the United States called Jade Helm, which is ending in September, the exact same time that the Jade Helm is going to operate in the southwestern Florida. Supposedly, the Jade Helm is a massive military exercise plan that's supposed to last 8 weeks and is a U.S. domestic battle plan. It specifically encompasses the states of California, which is designated friendly with insurgent pockets, Utah, which is designated an enemy state, Arizona, which is designated a friendly state, Nevada, which is designated a friendly state, Colorado, designated friendly state, New Mexico, designated neutral state, Texas, designated an enemy state, Mississippi, which is not designated, and Florida, which is not designated. The plan, Jade Helm plan, states, this is a challenging 8-week joint military and interagency unconventional warfare exercise conducted throughout Texas, Mexico, Arizona, California, Nevada, Utah, and Colorado. Mississippi, and Florida were later added. The 7 states plus 2 and divided regions therein are designated as hostile, permissive, uncertain, leaning hostile, and uncertain, leaning friendly, with, for example, California designated as largely blue, permissive, region with small portion of the South in red, hostile, based on insurgent activity in the area. Exercise participants come from across the Department of Defense and U.S. government and include the U.S. Army Special Forces Command, Green Berets, U.S. Navy SEALs, U.S. Air Force Special Operations Command, U.S. Marine Corps Special Operations Command, U.S. Marine Corps Expeditionary Units, 82nd Airborne Division, and some interagency partners that might include the FBI, CIA, DHS, and others. The report states up front the goals that the exercise hopes to accomplish is to improve the unconventional warfare capability of U.S. Special Operations Forces as part of the national security strategy and to determine the pros and cons associated with the exercise. Now, the analyst for the Russian intelligence outfit says that in the dots they connect that what is not said or answered by Special Operations Command or anybody in the U.S. government is why the American military special forces and domestic intelligence security agencies even need to conduct such an exercise as the United States is so unique that the only information that could possibly be gained is in how to subjugate, suppress their own citizens, as the knowledge gained could not possibly apply to any other nation on earth. Even more grimly, the analysts go on to say that the Jade Helm adventure that SOCOM forces are apparently honing the tactics they will soon be using against their own citizens in America, including mass starvation. And they're apparently going to employ this technique of mass starvation because the United States is one of 2 countries having the largest per capita ratio of privately owned guns in the world, a situation which has enabled this nation to be deemed unconquerable by war experts. The Russian analysts go further to say that they've concluded that possibly these Walmart stores will be part of a logistical master plan to kill tens of millions of Americans, and by using these Walmart stores as C2 centers to weed them out would certainly be something they could do. So I think it's interesting because the United States media is not even reporting any information. All they report is fiction or lies to the public, and you can't even rely on them for even fake news. You have to believe the opposite of whatever they say. So you have to rely on something, and this seems to make more sense than anything I've heard to date.